Hey guys, welcome to the visual guide and walkthrough of the Forgotten Commune on Remnant II. In this guide, I'm going to show you how to get all of the special items, unlock all of the shortcuts in the zone, and go over boss strategy. Now keep in mind this was recorded on the one-shot adventure on the DLC, so if you re-roll your game, this area may be different. But this 100% works for the one-shot adventure. Now the first path we're going to take is going to get you to the Ring of the Castaway. Now in these maps throughout the video, you're going to see blue lines representing horizontal progression and red lines representing vertical progression. We're going to start by heading straight and then making a right and following this all the way over to the room with the ladder. Now for time's sake, I did speed up the movement of my character, but feel free to use the YouTube speed adjustment to slow this down for better viewing. Now keep in mind this area is packed with a lot of enemies, but in this video I did clip out a lot of the enemy battles for the sake of time. Now, once we get to the room with the ladder, we're just going to start making our way up all the way to the top. Now, as we're climbing, you're going to see quite a few jumps that look almost impossible to reach, but I promise you, you can reach them and you'll see it in the video. You kind of just follow this straight path around until you reach the little cabin with the doorway. There is a book in here you can read for some lore. Now, once you come out of the cabin, I suggest aiming up and targeting one of the Fey enemies at the top. This will draw them all down and you can kill them at the bottom instead of having to deal with them while you're climbing. Now, once they're dead, go around to the back side of the cabin, climb the ladder, and look around. You're going to see a tunnel that you can jump to. This is one of those impossible looking jumps I was talking about. Now inside of here, there's only one way you can actually go. Just kill the enemies and then climb up the ladder and get to the top. Now once you get to the top of the ladder, keep following the path, kill the enemies up here, travel to the middle of the bridge, turn right, and then jump to the ledge over to the right. There'll be another enemy over here, kill him, and then there's also a treasure chest with some scrap and some other items in it. Now from here, just drop down twice, then you'll be back on top of the cabin, then make your jump back over to the tunnel and retrace your steps to get back up to the bridge. Now this time, once you reach the middle of the bridge, you're going to jump left, go up the ladder, and continue going upwards until you see the purple item on the ledge. Now it looks like a far jump, but you can make the jump from here, so just jump over and pick up the item. Now this item is the Ring of the Castaway. It increases base consumable duration by 50%. Once you get this ring, you're pretty much done with this area. You can head back down and go back out to where you started. Now your next goal is just to get to the next checkpoint. There's not much else going on here other than the yellow X. There is a treasure chest there where you can pick up items. Now if you want to explore a little more, everyone's game may be different, but you can check all the little corners and see if there's any different items in your game or something I may have missed, but I'm pretty confident I cleared everything out. But please let me know if I did miss something. Now right here, this is where you'll find the treasure chest that I marked on the map with the X. So once you get this, just continue fighting your way down and making it all the way to the checkpoint. Once you get to the checkpoint, we'll start unlocking shortcuts to the bosses. Now the goal at this point is to unlock the door on the right, so we're just going to follow the blue path and come down to the bottom, then follow it again and come up to the top and open the door on the right hand side, which is going to allow us easy access to the boss later on. Now once you start, you kind of just want to follow the path around, come through this little area, and you're going to see a ladder that you climb down. You can either climb or drop down, and then you're going to go down one more level. Once you get to the bottom, you can go inside this little hut at the bottom and you'll see this NPC here. Make sure you talk to the NPC and exhaust all of the dialogue. This will be important for later on. I'll just continue down this tunnel. It's only one path you can go. You'll see a ledge that you can jump up on. Once you jump up on the ledge, you just take the ladder up to the top. Once you get to the top, you'll unlock the door that leads right back to the checkpoint. Now, I added 2 angles of the map here. It is a little confusing, but just follow the video and we'll get you there, no problem. I did circle in yellow a hidden treasure chest that I will point out later in the video. Now we're actually going to follow the same exact path we went last time, but this time, once we get around to the ladder area, we're not actually going to go down. We're going to go through the tunnel, head straight back, make a left, kill everything, and then just head all the way back until you see a ladder you can go up. From here, you want to climb up the next 2 ladders. Now from here on, I kind of left all of the enemies in the game because when you're up high, you don't want no surprises to get knocked down and get killed. So I'm trying to get you through it in one shot. So the video going forward here, at least for the top part, I left all the enemies so you can kind of see their position and just be ready for them. Now once you get to this spot, there is an elite enemy hiding behind that pillar. I did use my fire tornado to flush him out for an easy kill. Now this chest I actually missed in the video, but if you take a glance to your right and look down, you'll see a ledge that you can jump to, and there is a hidden chest down there. That's the one that I circled on the map. Now from this point, there's kind of only one path you can take, so just continue going in this direction. Keep killing the enemies that pop up. You can check the little cubby areas to make sure there's nothing there. I didn't see anything on my playthrough, but you just want to keep going until you see the cross bridge. Now, once you do see the cross bridge, you just want to head down to it. Once you get to the middle, you make a right and continue in that direction. Now, at this point, you just want to continue on down through here. Make sure you kill all the enemies in your way. Shouldn't be too hard. And just keep continuing on this path until you see a ladder. You're going to head down that ladder, and then at the bottom, you're actually going to see one more ladder. So once you take that ladder down, just kind of be careful because once you get to the bottom of this ladder, there is an enemy just kind of sitting there waiting. It's kind of the last enemy that can kill you before you reach your objective. So make sure you take him out and then you're good to go. Next, you just head around, unlock the door, and you're back to the checkpoint. Now that both doors are unlocked, we're going to head to the first boss. This area should look familiar as we've already been to it 2 times already. The red X shows you where I stand in the video to fight the boss, and the red circle is the actual boss. Now from here, we're just going to follow the path up and around like we did previously, head around to where the ladder was that we went down the first time, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go through the tunnel like we did on the second time. Go down, make the left, and you'll be in that platform area again. Now the boss is actually underneath the platform. Now this boss is fairly easy. What you want to do is kind of stand here and shoot the boss until it lets out an echo wave. Once you see that wave, you kind of just want to go back up top and kill all the adds that come, and then you can go down and get free damage on the boss. And basically you just rinse and repeat that the whole time until he's dead. Now, you don't want to get too greedy and keep shooting him like I did in this video and end up dying, but I'm showing you this just to kind of show you something that happened to me. Now, when I do go up top here, I end up killing all the enemies, but I do die, and my dog brings me back to life. But when he does bring me back to life, the boss's energy kind of just disappeared, and it's like the encounter reset. Now I can just go back down and kind of get free damage on the boss again before the next wave spawn. Kind of just wanted to show that here. I do come back down, I start damaging the boss again, but again I tried to get too greedy and I ended up wiping on this attempt. So as you'll notice, I use my gun's ability here, and it kind of takes me in like stealth mode where my awareness is low, so the boss doesn't actually aggro me for a while. Once I'm finished with my burst, you'll notice his HP is well below 50%. Now what you're seeing is my second attempt, and in my second attempt, I did get greedy again. I just tried to burst him all down right away without dealing with the adds. And the reason I'm showing you this is because I actually ended up glitching him again. So at this point, I end up running down away from the adds and trying to kill him as I get down. And the whole time I'm running down, you'll notice the boss's HP is about 50% or so. But once I get down to the bottom, I actually end up dying here. and this respawns me back at the beginning. So what I want to show you guys is that when I run back here and try to fight the boss again, I run down to my position and the boss is completely gone. It's like I defeated him without defeating him. So the boss actually glitched out and I ended up beating him without beating him. But if you notice, if you look around, there's no boss item. I didn't get a drop for it, so it was kind of worrying me a little bit. So at this point, what I did was I went back to the checkpoint. I teleported back to Ward 13 to kind of reset my game. And then after that, I came back around to the boss's area again. And that actually worked because this time when I went down there, the item was sitting there for me. So that was kind of a relief that I didn't miss out on anything to a glitch. This quest item is the Scythe Blade. You'll get another piece later. When you put these two together, you'll end up with the Ritualist Scythe. Next, we're going to use the door on the left that we had opened earlier, and this is going to take us around to the next boss area. Now, the X on the map is opening a shortcut to the boss, so we don't have to take this path next time, and the circle is the actual boss. Now, we're going to start by going up both ladders in this area. Once we get to the top, there is an enemy kind of hiding around a corner, so we take care of him so he doesn't jump out on us. At this point, you're going to get back out to the cross bridge that was in the sky. But this time you're actually going to just head forward and go up the next ladder and continue in that direction. Now once you're at the top, there is another enemy hiding down in that little cubby, so I suggest walking out on this ledge so you can make easy work of him. Now once he is dead, the goal now is to get down to the bottom, so you're just going to have to drop down a couple of sections. Now, as you are jumping down, be careful not to fall and miss one of the ledges and you're just going to fall all the way down to your death. I actually done that my first time, so this was actually my second time doing it. But yeah, just keep continuing down until you get to the very bottom. Now, once you do get to the bottom, you're going to notice there's some enemies down there that start attacking you, so you want to kill those before anything else. Now once they're dead, you're going to head up to this platform and pull the lever. The lever is going to actually open the water gate right here in front of you, and what this does is open the shortcut to the boss's room. Now once you open the door, hop down. You may get attacked by the enemies on the other side. Just kill them and then turn around and walk behind you and go through the tunnel. There will be another enemy in the tunnel, but once you come to the end of that, you will see the boss in the final room. Now, before we actually fight the boss, I want to go back to the checkpoint and show everyone the shortcut to get to the boss, just in case you die and have to start all over again. Now, if you look at this map, it's pretty straightforward. You kind of just want to take the door to the right, go down the ladder, drop to the bottom, come out of the tunnel, make your right, and then it's a straight shot pretty much all the way down to the boss. Now, if you see where I'm fighting these enemies, if you look straight down, you'll see a doorway that's open. This doorway is actually the water gate that we have previously opened, and behind that is the tunnel that leads to the boss's room. So it's just pretty much a straight shot from here, straight down back to the boss. Now, while I was doing this run, I was actually on Discord with Pronator, and his YouTube link is in the description of this video. He explained to me the strategy he used to beat this boss, and I kind of just copied what he did. Now this boss is just like the other one. He shouts and then waves of enemies tend to attack you. So what you want to do is get him to shout and then turn around and run all the way back out to the main hallway. And what this does, it kind of lines the enemies up for you and you can just kill them in a line, and you got plenty of room out there to do what you need to do. So pretty much at this point, it's just rinse and repeat. Go back in, shoot the boss again, new ads spawn, kill the ads, go back in, do it one more time. I think you have to do it about 3 to 4 times, and then in the end you just go in and you shoot him until he's dead, and that ends the boss fight and you get the item. Now for the sake of time, I just went ahead and skipped to the end, and you can see me finish killing the boss. When you do kill him, he's going to drop the Scythe hilt, and this can be combined with the Scythe blade to make the Ritualist Scythe. Now we're almost finished with this area, so on your way out, you want to make sure you go up the stairs on the right and go into the hut area. This is where the NPC was that you talked to earlier, and you're going to get a surprise this time, as the NPC is going to turn into another boss for you to fight. Now this boss is named the Cursed Wretch, And she's not very hard, but I did kind of want to go back to the checkpoint and show everyone how to get back to the boss. Very simple if you do die. So basically you just go through the door on the right, go back down the ladder, head back out to the main path like you were going to the main boss, and she's actually right there on the left hand side as soon as you get out. Now you don't actually have to go inside for the boss to engage you, so what I did was kind of just stand outside here and have my fire tornado ready, and as soon as I seen the boss, I fired the fire tornado, which kind of got the boss stuck, and then I just unloaded on the boss until she was dead. I mean, it was actually that simple. So that's a nice little strategy for you guys if you have the fire tornado. Once defeated, the boss drops the Guts Mutator, which increases melee critical hit chance by 5% when gray health is present. So the only thing left is to build your scythe. So open up the scythe hilt and inspect it. Kind of twist it around until you see the little circle. At this point, just click inspect. And then you're going to be able to attach the blade to it. And once you do that, you will get the Ritualist Scythe. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. Now, if I did miss anything, please let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video or found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel so I can continue to make content. And I really appreciate everyone who watched, and I will catch you guys on the next one.